about yourself.
My name is Mohamed Ghazala from Egypt. I'm an animator, director, scholar. I study animation. I am teaching animation now. I hold my PhD in animation. Studied in Media University in Egypt. It's the first animation department in Fine Arts School of Media University. I've been in the industry since 2001. I studied and then I started to have my own studio for like 6 years, and then I shift mainly for academia. I made some of award-winning films, like the first film in Yemen, and once I won the Africa Movie Academy Award 2010 for my film Hunain Show. Yeah, and then I get involved with the most important organization of animation, ASIFA, the International Association of Animators. Chapter in the first chapter in Africa in 2008. Like we celebrated last year the 10th anniversary of ASIFA Egypt. Since 2008, I'm involved in like researching and connecting African animators, and our chapter is not only for Egyptian, but we have members from around 14 different African and Arab countries. Later on, I was like studying and researching about animation in Africa, and I was researching so hard with many historians and outside the continent and inside about the history of animation in Africa, and I found like a big gap in finding resources and find references for accurate information. So I felt a little bit responsibility as a scholar to study and to search and to find the information about it. In 2013, I succeeded to compile all knowledge I get that time in a book called Animation in Africa, and this was published with Luxor African Film Festival. And happily it sold out all the copies, and now we are in turn to review and to re-edit the second edition.
How did you get into animation?
Of course, like any kid in the world, I grew up like watching animation and television, and I found that, okay, I was a good drawer and painter, so I felt like I would love to continue my life doing this.
What role does animation play in Africa today?
It would be the best, actually, even more than film production, to represent Africa, because we have a lot of difficulties of sponsorship and financing film projects. I believe that we have a lot of talents in terms of animation, in terms of character design, in terms of wonderful story, unique stories. Our stories, almost all of them are not told yet. Animation started in Africa since 1935 with the Frankel brothers in Egypt. They were the first ones who created something similar like Mickey Mouse. Like they made a lot of episodes speaking about the Egyptian Defense Army and during the World War II. So it was very important to have such like movies. Of course, it was propaganda movies, but it was very important to see such quality. Snow White was in 1939, and Frankel brothers started to make their own film in 1935. So this is quite early. And later on, Mustafa Al-Hassan from Niger, Muhammad Aram from Algeria, many Kibuchi from Congo, many of those people around Africa, they were like producing Celia Sawadogo from Burkina Faso.